It's true. We're living in clown world. You see, our elites are not even sick and psychopathic anymore. They're just absolutely insane. Their actions don't even make sense anymore. It's not about money, it's not about strategy or anything. It's just absolute madness, as you will see in this video. So to get started, do you know what ESG is? If you go to Wikipedia, it says environmental, social, and corporate governance. But in reality, it's basically a social credit score for corporations and investment funds. In reality, it's a way for billionaires to be perceived as virtuous and hide their evil souls to themselves, right? So it's the so-called stakeholder capitalism. It's about the billionaires that they really care about people, you know? They're not really concerned about money. They are empathetic. They want to help everyone. And so that's how they hide their true intentions nowadays. Well, here's the thing. Partially, the reason why the US and Europe are freaking out right now as Russia did what Russia did, well, partially the reason was ESG investing, especially insofar as energy is concerned. You see, because a lot of investment funds and companies were pressured to basically ditch fossil fuels, well, that's what a lot of companies did. There wasn't really a lot of investment in these sectors. And so right now, as exports from Russia are basically banned from most of the Western world, well, now we're starting to freak out, to feel the pressure of not having enough energy resources, especially Europe. So, that's the first thing that ESG really did to us. It kind of made Europe and the United States more dependent on the energy resources from Russia, especially Europe. The US is almost self-sufficient if it knows what it's doing, but Europeans are really struggling, and that will probably continue in the short to medium term. Now, here's the thing, and that's the insanity of it. It's just like, how can people take the elites seriously? How can people still think that ESG is something to help people? It's about society and all of that stuff. Here's an article showing how insane our society and especially these billionaires are becoming. Russia's war prompts a pitch for socially responsible military stocks. What is that? Okay? Bombs, guns, and fighter jets aren't typical ESG investments, but two city analysts say they should be. Advocates for socially responsible investing call the idea absurd, and it's true. I mean, just the first thing is bombs, guns, fighter jets, that kind of pollutes the environment, right? I'm just assuming. I'm not an expert or anything, but yeah, it looks like something that would do some damage. Not only that, you want to talk about socially responsible stocks. What do you think is going to be the result of bombing cities, of killing people? Even if it's a soldier, it's still a human being. So it's part of destruction, okay? It's impossible for you to make the argument that, oh, but you know what? Sometimes you have to kill some people. Come on, it's either socially responsible or not, okay? And I'm not going to be a hypocrite right here. I have even recommended stocks, especially Lockheed Martin, a couple of months ago before the war started. So yeah, I made some money with Lockheed Martin and other companies that I had in my portfolio. I'm not going to be a hypocrite, but here's the thing. I'm not pretending to be like a Mr. Nice Guy. Oh yeah, I'm going to invest some money in Lockheed Martin because I care about the environment. I care about society. I care about Ukrainians. What? Let's be realistic here, okay? War is a reality, but if you're putting your money there, your money is being used to unfortunately kill people. That's the reality of it. Okay, so let's take out all this of these lies, all this fake virtual signaling. What the hell? I mean, do people really fall for this kind of stuff? It's absolutely ridiculous. And they continue. You see, defending the values of liberal democracies and creating a deterrent which preserves peace and global stability is so important that weapons makers should be included in funds that carry an ESG, or environmental, social, and governance. First, they screwed up the energy sector, and now they're trying to make it seem like investing in war is something that's socially responsible. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. This is not just even funny. It's not ironic. This is just absolutely insane. And we should say this, okay? Yes, I love making money. If I could, I would have shorted some stuff. Yes, some people are going to die, but what can I do? I'm not in the military. I'm not really the guy that's making all the calls. But you know what? At least be honest, sincere about your goals, about, kind of making money when people are dying. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but, at least be sincere. Look at the insanity of these people. Without strong militaries capable of defending the values of liberal democracies and creating a deterrent against geopolitical adversaries like Russia and China, there can't be much progress on other pressing global issues. So basically, they're saying that if we want to improve the world and the environment with great agendas like the Great Reset and stakeholder capitalism, well, if we want to achieve these great things, before anything else, we need to destroy China and Russia, the two strongest nations in the world besides the United States. How are they going to do that? With bombs, missiles, jets, just a lot of weapons, right? That's so great. That's socially and environmentally responsible, I guess. I mean, there's no logic here. As I said, it's just absolute insanity. There's no logic here. These people are actually being dominated by insanity. I mean, that's the only reason I can think of. And the conclusion truly is mind-blowing. They say, stated simply, most defense companies have within their product range arms, technologies, and munitions which are ultimately designed to harm, incapacitate, or kill humans. They add, the phrase defense exports will likely make ESG investors uneasy. One way of making arms exports more palatable, they suggested, is to point out that they have been scrutinized and approved by a democratically elected government. Oh, you see? We're actually the nice guys because we have democracy and freedom. They want to make it seem like average Americans and Europeans are desperately asking that these companies produce more weapons and bombs to kill people. Some soldiers, but unfortunately also some innocent people. It always happens in a battlefield. So this is beyond just sickening. This is insane. I mean, I don't have other words to describe this. And I hope everyone gets to see the true face of both ESG, stakeholder capitalism, but especially our elites. You see, all of this talk about ESG, diversity, fighting climate change, in the end of the day, the people that are pushing these points in the media, they mostly don't care about these issues. If anything, they try to profit off the problem itself and pretending like they have the solution. And before you go, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.